Hi, my name is Isaac, and this is the homework number 10 surveillance. And after see the materials, after read, and also search a little bit about all the different consequences and some cases that was involved on our country and our governments. I think I have a global idea of how this works. I will start with our country. I know there's a lot of different cases around the world when other countries and very specific people share some information about how the governments like United States spy uh, and take advantage of that information. The information that was taken from the different communications between the users of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or even Google. And well, I will start with Mexico. Our governments have a lot of experience using this kind of technology and using these applications of the security. I was reading about different cases, for example, in this government when some of the people around or it was near of the um, place where the president are living, they had a different equipment that was uh, in charge of the militaries and other specific areas and departments that has the priority of know if it will be some movements or some um, manifestantes near of the place where the government are based on. And I think it's important to make conscious about the amount of power that all the governments have. Sorry. For example, our country aren't one of the most advanced with the most advanced technology about that. For example, I heard about different softwares and applications that aren't the most powerful, but it has the capacity of interfere with the communications just sending an message with a link. When you enter to that link, the your cell phone are now connected with other different systems, and now you aren't available to do anything without search that information with the government of Mexico. That case was used in the previous government with Peña Nieto, for example. I heard about some cases when the uh, journalists and different people who have negative opinions about what they was doing regarding the communications and the security of the country. Nowadays, we have other issues. For example, some of the modifications on our constitution when we can't, for example, uh, enter to our application of the bank and do some transaction without have our location available for this kind of transaction. And I think it's important to have some control, but when aren't regarding uh, about the money or security, for example, when you are just um, playing some video games or doing something that aren't um, troubling about the national security, it's quite complicated because our information it's very valuable and vulnerable because some of our governments and the most important elements of them have issues about what it will be the future of our country. For example, our biometrical data now are available for the government since the SET are required to approve our electronic signature, for example. And I think that's a very serious issue because they have our fingerprints and the iris, and that is very important to do everything nowadays. For example, to enter to our cell phone and control our devices.